What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. Today we're going to go over some altcoin news and some stuff going on in the crypto sphere. So investor confidence is up. Bitcoin's back on the move towards 11,000. Ethereum is holding steady. Bitcoin Cash kind of looking to make a move. We'll see, maybe a buying opportunity for those of you who are looking to get in there. Same with Bitcoin Gold. IOTA still up big time over 7 days. Cardano up significantly over 7 days. Ethereum Classic still up big time over the last couple days. NEO holding steady, hasn't really made a move lately. EOS pushing hard. The Stellar Lumens, I would call it a fork of Ripple, pushing hard. Definitely outperforming Ripple in terms of growth. Bitconnect still remains a controversial coin. We'll review that, or controversial platform, so to say. But they've continued their growth. Omise Go making a little bit of a push here. Lisk kind of bottoming out here. Maybe an opportunity to get into Lisk if you're considering it. Up to you. Zcash. You'd think that if Dash keeps surging, that at some point Zcash is going to get in on that. Zcash hasn't really seen an uptick like Dash has. So Dash proving to be the preferred privacy coin right now. And if we go through the rest of these, you'll see there's one that I'm really big on, Vertcoin. I'm still waiting for Vertcoin to rally, but with that being said, Vertcoin is up significantly over the last 7 days, and I like to see that. So Vertcoin is rallying. And you get the impression that at some point Vertcoin is going to really move. PivX is another coin that we're keeping an eye on, a privacy coin. I'm waiting for that one to rally. Golem, we also got our eyes on that one. Salt, Status is rallying. NXT. Walton, doing a little bit of rally here. We'll see where that ends up. Just a lot of these coins up big time over the last 7 days, especially Einsteinium. Ethos holding steady. Not sure where to say that Ethos is going to go from here. I don't think there's enough momentum necessarily to push it in the next 7 days to any different price than where it's at right now. But we'll see. MyNext coin. Verge. Verge is coming out of a little bit of a hole, but they'll rebound. Purecoin is thriving. Potcoin is up. Yeah, Potcoin, about that. 42% in the last 24 hours. I'm glad I'm actually holding my Potcoin still, believe it or not. And I'm glad I did, because I was going to sell it at 30 cents. I got into Potcoin at like 8 cents when it was down there for a while. Substratum, they're doing some giveaways. QuantStamp, maybe a buying opportunity for you if you're trying to get into QuantStamp. So let's go ahead and take a look at some interesting news that's been developing on Twitter, in particular with, well, let's just say Vitalik and Mike Novogratz have some interesting news. So anyone who doesn't agree yet with this should watch this. So here's Michael Novogratz. Bitconnect really seems like a scam, an old school Ponzi. Bad actors hurt the community, period. So let's take a look at what they're talking about. So Vitalik, if you don't know who he is, he's the founder, he's the creator of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin. You can follow him on Twitter here. You can also follow Altcoin Buzz on Twitter, altcoinbuzz.io. Or Altcoin Buzz IO. So you have to add the IO on the end. We're growing. I mean, I haven't really started using Twitter, but I'm going to start using it as it grows. I post some stuff. But here we go. So here's what they're talking about. So I'm going to turn down the volume here because this guy is kind of loud. But when they're saying bad actors and hype, this is the kind of stuff they consider to be Ponzi or network marketing.
In the entire world. Let me tell you guys that I started 137 days ago with only $25,610, and right now I am reaching $140,000. Whoa, what's up? And let me tell you that I am actually earning around around $1,400 on an everyday basis, 7 days a week. What?
So they're calling this hype. You know, they're just saying like it's hype. It's to get the young people to pay attention to it, and they say it's not going to end well when this Bitconnect thing comes crashing down. Me personally, I'm just saying what Vitalik and Michael Novogratz are saying. I don't have a position on Bitconnect because I'm not too sure what Bitconnect is. I take a look at their platform. They want me to loan out money and get paid money to do that. So, but this is the kind of stuff they're talking about. Bitconnect doing bad acting, hype, you know, over-exaggerating things that typical network marketing schemes or Ponzi schemes do. So here's another thing. This is here's another line item. We have a Bitcoin miner. So it's the Block C Avalon 6 Bitcoin miners. If you're looking for a Bitcoin miner, here it is. You can get it on Cyber Warrior. They tweeted this out. This isn't a paid review, by the way, but you know, you could, if you're looking to get into Bitcoin mining, they have this right here. So take a look at it. It's got a lot of 5-star reviews out of 7. That's not a lot, but not a lot of reviews, but it's good to see that everyone who's acquired it has positive things to say about it. So obviously you have Bitmain and there's a couple other new ones, but yeah, Block C Avalon 6 Bitcoin miners. Take a look at them if you're looking to do some mining by Cyber Warrior. Now we have an interesting story, and this goes into the whole issue that we have with the older generations, really quote unquote haters on crypto and Bitcoin, and you know, it's depressing to see especially if you're a young person and you're seeing an opportunity, because the way I look at it is millennials, really not necessarily me, but a lot of the younger generations haven't had their opportunity. I mean, we've had a recession in the economy globally since 2008, and anyone who's been in the economy since 2008 hasn't really had you know, an opportunity to have a booming market. And then something like Bitcoin comes along, and you got all these old guys out there who are really just looking to put it down. And here we go. I'll just give you an example of this.
Viable. Look at one of the main functions of government is to create currency. And Bitcoin is successful only because of its potential for circumvention, lack of oversight. So it seems to me it ought to be outlawed. It doesn't serve any socially useful function. We ought to just go back to what we always have had, and this is just a bubble, as several of your commentators have already pointed out. It's a bubble that's going to give a lot of people a lot of exciting times as it rides up and then goes down. But what I was talking about is the medium of exchange that we use for transaction. And what I was trying to say is, let's move away from paper into the 21st century of a digital economy.
This is away from your Nobel Prize, and it's away from your acclaim in economics, but I'm going to go there anyways. Charles Mackay, 1841, talks about our peculiar follies in the behavioral component that makes for these bubbles, whether it's 1637 and tulip bulbs, 1840 rose. Bring up the chart here. Here's the bubble in the making. This is log Bitcoin. I can't stand the arithmetic charts. And this is all you need to know. This is massive convexity. I haven't seen that chart since the tulip bulbs when we were doing surveillance by semaphore.
Just so you know, the tulip bulbs, that was something that happened in the Netherlands back, I want to say, in the 18th century. So, you know, it's just, and then you got one by Goldman CEOs, Lloyd Blankfein, and he's sitting next to Michael Bloomberg. Both of those guys are not very big on Bitcoin. So I'm just putting this out there to let you know what they're saying. This is not creating FUD. This is letting you know that there is this older generation of people out there who don't appear to be on the Bitcoin train, and they keep putting it down even as it continues to grow. But thankfully, we got guys like Michael Novogratz and Vitalik and, you know, John McAfee doing what they can to help us out. And that's really good to see. So let's go ahead and keep moving along here. So now this is another thing. Coinbase Inc. lost a bid to block an Internal Revenue Service investigation into whether some of the company's customers haven't reported their cryptocurrency gains. So basically what they're saying is that from 2013 to 2015, there's a period of time where either about 14,000 Coinbase users have either bought or sold, sent or received at least $20,000 worth of Bitcoin. And the IRS wants that information. And on Wednesday, which is 2 days ago, this is Friday, so I'm a little bit late on reporting this, but I still think it's important that you guys know it on this channel. So they lost that bid. So Coinbase is going to have to fork over that information and provide that to the IRS. And that's something you have to keep in mind also about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. The Taxman wants to know what's going on, especially if you're moving a lot of coins. And that's why we've said on this channel that we believe that Dash is so resilient right now, because as people are making money, they're putting it into the privacy coin, Dash. And that's why I'm surprised Zcash hasn't taken off, or even PivX and some of these other privacy coins. But you know, guys, we're spitballing here. We're giving you guys some extra information to consider. You guys are always welcome to chime in the comments and let us know how you feel. And in fact, we encourage that. And you know, there is going to be this ongoing problem where the baby boomers in particular are not as bullish on gold or on Bitcoin as we are, us millennials and Gen Xers. So, you know, they're not going to be around forever. And, you know, Bitcoin isn't going anywhere, even if it goes up and down. You know, these guys at some point in time, they're going to have to pass on the torch to the younger generations who are really excited about this digital currency, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. One thing I would note about that, they appear to be more interested in blockchain technology than they are in Bitcoin, for example. So whereas in this case, Bitcoin isn't as exciting for them, they look at something like Ethereum as more of a viable solution. So that's why we keep saying, keep your eye on Ethereum. Ethereum has potential long run to actually pass up Bitcoin. And I know a lot of people don't want to believe that, but the market capitalization for Ethereum, because of the Wall Street and, you know, the long-term investment opportunity that exists with Ethereum being around and being more sustainable than Bitcoin. Bitcoin has the volatility and the name recognition, but Ethereum has the strategy and the complexity to withstand a lot of the criticisms. Because, like I said, the blockchain is interesting to these guys. You'll notice whenever they're talking, they always say Bitcoin, you know, they're not so sure about Bitcoin. But then when they say, but the blockchain does interest us. So the blockchain, you can see that with Ethereum and the technology that Ethereum is powered by, and some of the other solutions like Lisk. Whereas Bitcoin, they just can't see Bitcoin being a store of value or a currency. So let us know what you guys think in the comments, and subscribe to this channel if you have not already. And if you are subscribed, hit that bell, and we'll see you next time.